Hello! I thought we'd get started a little bit early today since this is a new class and we'll just let people log in as they can. But we'll be starting, ooh, the lighting's really bad here. Sorry, ooh, how about that? We'll be starting at 1:30, doing about half an hour to 40 minutes of learning a song today. We'll be doing Don't Worry, Be Happy. And in the future, we can take suggestions for other songs as well. I think next week maybe we'll do the Gayatri Mantra for people interested in leading songs for meditation. But yeah, we'll have opportunities to learn other inspirational songs, and you guys can suggest those, and I'll come up with simple arrangements for those, and yeah, we'll have lots of fun together. So, feel free to go ahead and just get set up. If you have instruments, you can pull those out. If you just have yourself, you can get yourself ready, maybe grab a glass of water or something like that to help with your voice and keeping it nice and fresh. But yeah, we'll get started here in just a moment. logged in yet. We're going to get started in just about 3 minutes. So feel free to get yourselves ready. If you have instruments, you can pull those out. If you don't have any instruments, you can just hang out for a few minutes here. Let me get around the camera here. About to start here in just about 30 seconds. Hi, I see a few people have logged in. Yay, music time with Scott. I am excited to be here too, Mom. So thanks for joining us. Let me turn around this camera here. All right. I see 3 people have logged in. It is 1:30, so we're gonna get started. Yeah, let me start off by saying who I am. So my name is Scott. I am a yoga instructor with Santosha School here in Eastern Washington. And one of my passions is playing music, and so I am excited to share that with you guys. The goal is to start learning some inspirational songs or just some simple uplifting songs that you can be singing during times of unknowing, during times of stress maybe, that we can go back to these songs and just have simple ways to share that with the people that we love. So, starting this week, every Thursday, we're going to be learning a simple song. You guys will have opportunities to suggest songs that you want to do for future weeks, and I'll come up with simple arrangements for those. But yeah, the basic format of what we're going to do is we're going to start off by just playing it and singing it together so we can familiarize ourselves. And then we'll learn about 5 minutes of just some basic percussion. And then we'll learn 5 minutes of some basic guitar chording. And then 5 minutes of key playing. So whether it's piano, harmonium, melodica, accordion, whatever you want to do, we'll have opportunities for those. And then we'll have questions, a little time of questions after each one of those sections. And then at the very end, we'll play it together pretty slowly, and then we'll try to pick up the pace a little bit. But it should be really fun. So let's go ahead and get started. All right. So the song we're doing today is one of my favorites. It's just Don't Worry, Be Happy. The lyrics are pretty simple, but we'll go ahead and just start off with a call and response here. Here's a little song I wrote. Here's a little song I wrote. Sing note, sing softly, note for note. Don't worry, every life we have some trouble. In every life we have some trouble. But when you worry, you make it double. But when you worry, you make it double. Don't worry, don't worry. Be happy. Here we go into the do's. Do, 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 do. Again. We'll go one more time through the song. Here's a little song I wrote. Here's a little song I wrote. Sing it softly, note for note. Sing it softly, note for. Don't worry, don't worry. Be happy, be happy. In every life we have some trouble. In every life we have some trouble. But when you worry, you make it double. But when you worry, you make it double. Don't worry, don't worry. Be happy, be happy. So, that's the song that we're going to learn today, and we're going to start off with just some basic percussion. So, if you have any drums, or if you have any buckets or pots and pans that you want to use, you can pull those out right now, or you can just use your body, which is what I'm going to demonstrate today. So, we're going to start off by learning just a 4/4 rhythm. That means 4 beats in a measure. It's one of the most common time signatures that we can that music is in. So we're going to learn the 4/4 first, and we're going to learn a basic shuffle beat. So start off with your dominant hand. I find is easier. I'm left-handed, so I'm going to start off with that. And we're just going to keep a steady 1, 2, 3, 4. So we'll just keep that going. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. This might be easy for some, might be a little bit harder, but that's okay. We're just going to keep it going. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So, that's our dominant hand. Mine again is left. Yours might be right. Okay? And then, since this song has a nice little groove to it, we're actually going to add in our right hand as well. And we're just going to alternate hands the entire time. But we want it to swing a little bit. We don't want just... So, we're going to go pop, 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 pop. So, imagine again, this is 1, 2, 3, 4. This hand is going to be and, so it's going to be in between 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So let's try that all together a little bit slower here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Here's a little song I wrote. Sing it softly, note for note. Don't worry. Be happy. All right, so now we're going to do something a little bit more complicated for those of you that are feeling like you are ready for it. So what we're going to do is we're going to accent with our dominant hand. We're going to accent beats 2 and beats 4. So if I'm just going to use my dominant hand, it's going to sound like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Accenting just means hit it a little bit harder, right? Make it a little bit louder, a little bit more strong, if you will. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So then when we add in our non-dominant hand doing the ands, it's going to sound like this. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1. That's what gives you the really nice shuffle sound. So when we add in the lyrics, this is what it sounds like. Here's a little song I wrote. Sing it softly, note for note. Don't worry. Be happy. All right. So that's the percussion part. You guys can keep on practicing on your own, or if you want to play with us while we're learning the chords, you can do that. But are there any questions on that? Let me get around to the back of the camera. Any questions on the basic percussion section? Yes, no? We have about a minute here, so I'll wait just a little bit to see if there's any questions. Okay. Alrighty. Well, let's go ahead and move on then, if there are no questions there. And we will learn some guitar chords. So, let me flip back around the camera. Here we go. Alright. So, everybody that's either playing keys or guitars, or stringed instruments, I want you to say something with me right now. 8, 4, 4, 8, 4, 4. Go. 8, 4, 4, 8, 4, 4. Okay, so that's going to be the format of how long we play each chord. So we're going to start off on a C chord, okay? So for those of you that don't know, C is going to be your index on the 2nd string in the 1st fret, your middle finger on the 4th string in the 2nd fret, and your ring finger on the 5th string in the 3rd fret. So that's what it should sound like. You don't play the top string in this one. So that's a C chord. So how many beats are we going to play that for? 8. So 8, 4, 4, 8, 4, 4. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's our first chord, is a C. Alright, the next chord that we're going to learn is called a G. So a G, I'm going to simplify this a little bit for you. This is what I like to do for a G. So in the 3rd fret, put your index finger on the 6th string, and then your middle finger on the 2nd string in the 3rd fret, okay? So it's a little bit of a colorful version of a G chord. So there's a G. And how many beats do we hold that for? 4 beats, okay? So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. G. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and then we're doing an E7 chord is the next one. And that's going to be an E chord in, yeah, just your traditional E chord, but you lift up your ring finger. So what that is it's your index finger on the 3rd string, I think, yep, 3rd string in the 1st fret, and then your middle finger on the 5th string in the 2nd fret, and it sounds like this. And how many beats are we holding that for? 4 beats. Okay, so we have 8, 4, and 4. So let's try that all together. C, ready? 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. G, 1, 2, 3, 4. E7, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, we have one more chord to learn, and then we have all 4 of the chords memorized. Or then we have all 4 of the chords that we need. So the last chord that we're going to learn is an F. And if you remember what we did for the G, the index on the 6th and the middle finger on the 2nd string, we're just going to slide that down to the 1st fret. And we're going to play that for 8 beats. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's another colorful version of an F. It's a simplified version, but I really like the sound of it. I think it sounds really neat. Okay, and then we just switch back to a C for 4 beats, and then a G for 4 beats. So we already had those learned. So let's go ahead and try it all together. Ready? 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. G, 1, 2, 3, 4. E7, 1, 2, 3, 4. F, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. C, 1, 2, 3, 4. G, 1, 2, 3, 4. So there we go. Let's try it together, and I'll call out the chords as we go, and we'll just try and go through it a couple times. Ready? 1, 2, ready, go. C, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. G, 1, 2, 3, 4. E7, 1, 2, 3, 4. F, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. C, 1, 2, 3, 4. G, 1, 2, 3, 4. Back to C. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. G, 1, 2, 3, 4. E7, 1, 2, 3, 4. F, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. C, 1, 2, 3, 4. G, 1, 2, 3, 4. And back to C. Here's a little song I wrote. G, sing it softly. E7, note for note. Don't F, worry. 5, 6, 7. C, 1, 2, 3, 4. G, 1, 2, 3, 4. Back to C. All right, so there we go. People who are playing guitars or ukuleles, translating the chords into ukulele, you can keep on practicing. And I can answer some questions here for just a minute or two, if anyone has them, and then we'll switch over to the keys, or the piano. All right. So it looks like still no questions, and maybe it's the same couple people that are still tuned in. So I'm going to switch over to the piano part, and if you had questions about the guitar, I'll answer that afterwards. So I'm going to use this instrument here. This is called a melodica. I'm just playing it so that it's easy for you to see. what we're playing. But you can do this on keyboard, harmonium, accordion, anything that has a piano keyboard like this. You can go ahead and play these chords with. So we're going to start off on a C chord. So that's going to be C, E, and G. Okay. So that's your basic C chord. And again, this is going to be held for 8 beats. So there's a little I wrote. Okay, now we're going to switch to a G chord. And all we're going to do here is we're going to move our bottom 2 fingers down a white key. Okay, so we have there's a little I wrote, sing it softly. Okay, so we just move down the bottom 2. Then we're going to move to an E7. So we're going to keep the bottom note where it is. We're going to move our middle note back up 1 white key, and then we're going to move our top note up to the next black key. Here, this is our E7 chord. So we've gone from okay, so let's try that all together. Ready? 1, 2, ready, go. Here's a little I wrote, G. Sing it softly, note for note. How'd you do? Good? Alright, so here's our E7 chord. The last chord we have to learn is an F. So what we're going to do is we're going to move everything up 1/2 step. So that means our bottom note is going to move up to a C. Okay? Our middle note is going to move up to an F. And then our top note is going to move up to an A. So that's our F chord. And then we're just going to move back down to a C chord. So the top 2 fingers move down a white key. And then back to a G chord, which means our bottom 2 fingers move down a white key. And back to C. So let's try it all together, really slow. Ready? 1, 2, ready, go. There's a little I wrote, down. Sing it softly, E7, note for note. Then everything up a 1/2 step. Be happy. And back down to a G. And back up to C. Alright, I'm not going to sing this time. I'm just going to play. So, you're just going to have to follow along this time. Ready? Here we go. We're going to do it through twice. 1, 2, ready, go. There we go. How'd you guys do? Let me go and look at the questions here, see if there's anything there. Could I please see a copy of the song with chords written in so I can prepare for the next chord? Dad's trying the ukulele. All right. I don't have the chords written down, but we have we have a C is the first one. held for 8 beats. Then we have G to an E7. Those are 4 and 4. And then the last chord is F. So you have C, G, E7, F, back to C, then back to G. And that's it. Sorry that I don't have them written for you, but hopefully with a little bit of repetition we'll be good to go. All right. Any other questions out there? No questions? Alrighty. Well, let's go ahead and play through it just a few times together. And I'm going to hop on a guitar again. We'll play it really slow. I'll call out the chords as we go, and then we can try singing it after that. So, flipping back the camera here. Alrighty. Okay, here we go. Starting on a C. Ready? 1, 2, ready, go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. G. 1, 2, 3, 4. E7. 1, 2, 3, 4. F. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. C. 1, 2, 3, 4. G. 1, 2, 3, 4. Back to C. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. G. 1, 2, 3, 4. E7. 1, 2, 3, 4. F. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. C. 1, 2, 3, 4. To G. 1, 2, 3, 4. And back to C. Here's a little song I wrote. G. Sing it softly. E7. Note for note. Don't F. Worry. Back to C. Be happy. And then G. C. In every life we have some trouble. G. But when you worry, you E7. Make it double. Don't F. Worry. Here comes C. Be happy. And back to G. Okay, I'm just gonna sing. Here's a little song I wrote. Sing it softly, note for note. Don't worry. Be happy. Back to G. And again. In every life we have some trouble, but when you worry, you make it double. Don't worry. Be happy. Do's, here we go. there we go. That's the song. So now just with a little bit of practice and speeding it up slowly, you guys will have it up to tempo, and you guys can play this song at home whenever you're feeling down, or you can play it to brighten other people's spirits. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this little lesson. Again, next week we'll probably do the Gayatri Mantra, and then we'll just take suggestions for songs after that. So if you have any suggestions, feel free to put them in the comments for songs that you might want to learn. And I will do my best to try and teach a very simple version of that for you guys. So, thank you so much for joining me. I'm going to get around to the back of the camera here and see if there's any final questions. But if not, then we'll see you guys next week. All right. Yeah, it looks like maybe no new questions at this time. Alrighty. Well, thank you guys so much for joining me, and we'll see you on Monday for yoga, and then next Thursday again for music. Alright, talk to you soon. Bye.